I'll break down each technique and explain how it works and how to do it, tell you about the benefits from practicing this technique. And at the end, I'll guide you through 5-minute meditation using this technique. So if you're interested in some extra inner calm today, stick around with me for this video. Hi and welcome to Sense of Synergy channel. I'm Carolina and I'm a hypnopsychotherapist, mindfulness teacher, and I have almost 10 years of working experience in the mental health sector. Over the years, I've supported countless individuals towards better mental health and well-being. And today, I'm bringing those insights with me to this channel. So if you're interested in topics like personal growth, development, mental health, make sure you stick around. We often ask ourselves questions in our minds, don't we? What am I supposed to do? What decision should I make? What outcome is going to be the best for me? Right? And how am I supposed to know this right now? Or what do I actually want to do in life? What do I want in life in general? Or was my friend's behavior or what they said the other day actually okay? Or should I have said something to them? Or even questions like, how do I actually feel right now? And in situations like this, we often spend hours or even days overanalyzing, overthinking, and rehashing the situation and our thoughts over and over again in search of an answer or some kind of a conclusion. We sometimes take all this stuff and go to someone else with that. So, a friend or family member or partner, and just share all these thoughts and processes that may be going on. And sometimes that's with a hope that, maybe that person will find that answer for me or tell me what am I supposed to be thinking or feeling. But we often rely too much on that thinking, analyzing, rationalizing, processing these difficult situations or things that bother us in this cognitive way. And actually, this can be a barrier to us, a barrier to reaching a deeper wisdom that's inside of us. So what if instead of overanalyzing, overthinking, and trying to think our way into an answer that would be the best one for us, we can just sit, become present with what comes up as we ask a question, and simply tune in to ourselves. And maybe the answer will actually find us. And this is what the reflection meditation technique in mindfulness is all about. So we drop a question, maybe something like, what am I the most grateful for in my life right now? And as soon as we drop that question into our awareness, our conscious thinking mind, analyzing mind, logical mind may very quickly jump and shift to the working and processing mode. And when that happens, it may look something like this. So you're sitting to do a meditation and you've got this question that you've just asked yourself. What am I the most grateful for in my life right now? And then your thinking mind goes, okay, here's the question. Moment of silence. Hold on, wait. I can't be more grateful and appreciative of my dog than my children, right? That wouldn't sound right. That wouldn't be okay, right? So there you go. So that judging, analytic, processing mind just kicked in. So in the reflection meditation, we are not trying actively to find the answer to the question we're asking, which I know sounds a bit paradoxical and counterintuitive. But essentially, it's about moving away from this thinking and analyzing mind and tuning into the feeling and experiencing part of us. So as we ask the question, direct our attention to it, we open ourselves up to whatever our awareness may bring up for us. And this is where the magic of this technique lies, because the answers or the responses you may receive may not actually come in a form that you would expect. Of course, it is possible that as you drop a question like, what am I the most grateful for? You may literally hear the words, my family or my dog, as you're meditating. So it is possible that that will be the response you get from your awareness. But equally, and even more importantly, the responses to your question may come in the form of a physical sensation. So maybe like a pleasant, warm feeling in your chest or a sense of lightness in your body. They may come in the form of an emotion. So maybe joy, happiness, pride. So who can benefit from practicing this mindfulness meditation, and what kind of situation may it be of use? So first of all, this meditation technique can help you get in touch with your emotions on a deeper level and more mature level. So many times when we ask ourselves, how do I feel right now? We think about how we feel rather than feeling how we feel. And thinking our feelings versus feeling our feelings are two very different processes and things. And even within our neurobiology, neurophysiology, to our brain, to our nervous system, thinking and those cognitive abilities and feeling and sensing, they're two very distinct processes. So by using this technique, you can become in touch with what's actually going on for you on a deeper level. Struggle to set boundaries in relationships, or if you find yourself losing yourself in relationships time and time again in your life, this meditation technique may help you to tune into yourself and observe which relationships in your life actually serve you and which ones don't. So when our boundaries get crossed in relationships, most of the time we do feel that on an emotional and physiological level. But because of how much time we spend in our thinking, analyzing, rationalizing mind, we get disconnected from those signals from our body and our emotions that say, or give us that nudge to say, that wasn't okay with us, or that made us angry, or that was disrespectful to us, or it struck a chord or struck a nerve with us. So we get disconnected from those signals because our thinking mind goes like this. Well, if I say something to that person, if I stand up, if I point it out, they may get offended. They may turn around and reject me, or they may even leave me, abandon me, right? So there's all this cost that comes with obviously not setting boundaries and saying yes when you really want to say no. So reflection meditation in mindfulness may be this safe space for you to explore how you feel about certain situations that happen in your relationships. If you've got a difficult decision to make ahead of you, or maybe when you feel like you're in between of your thinking mind, rational mind, and emotional mind, where you feel like part of me wants to do this, but the other part says this. This meditation can help you, again, tune into all those things that may be going on with you or in you, and make a decision that will be the most aligned with what you value and what you want the most for yourself. Finally, practicing the reflection meditation may help you to boost your creativity, because we're sort of stepping away from this analyzing, logical thinking, sort of rigid mindset, and we're opening ourselves up to new insights, new ideas, new processes in our mind and body, right? So new intuitive ideas or visions for things you may do. New projects may arise. Practicing a reflection meditation technique may look something like this. So let's say we've picked a question. What am I the most grateful for in my life right now? So we ask that question, and as we sit to meditate, we drop that question into our awareness. So we let our mind almost like settle in to that question. So we open ourselves up, right? Just observe and notice what comes up, what our attention and awareness show to us in response to this question. And different things may come up. So a feeling, a physical sensation, a word, a thought, right? So just noticing, non-judgmentally, observing, experiencing. And now, at some point, your mind may get into this mode of trying to find the right answer. So you may get carried away by thinking or analyzing, or it may be even thoughts of what you should not be thinking. That's how complicated it gets, right? So when that happens, all you need to do is just remind yourself this short phrase, this short reminder. Shift back to experiencing or feeling, whichever one resonates with you better. So that little phrase is just a reminder that when you're finding yourself in that thinking, solving, analyzing mode, trying to answer the question actively, just stepping away from that, loosening the grip on your mind and just opening up again, just seeing, what am I experiencing? What's coming up as I'm asking this question? So if you're ready to try this reflection meditation with me now, let's begin. So just starting by finding a comfortable position. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable with that too, or simply let your gaze soften. And taking a few deep, calming breaths to help your mind and body settle in to this meditation. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Now, in your mind, ask yourself this question. What am I the most grateful for in my life right now? And as you ask this question, imagine your awareness as this vast open space. And by asking this question, you're simply dropping it into that space and observing what happens. We're not trying to seek an answer. It's not about finding the best or the right answer to this question. We're just opening ourselves to whatever appears. Just being with those words, this question. What am I most grateful for in my life right now? And the response may come in the form of words or a thought that pop into your head. It may also be an emotion arising, or even a physical sensation. Just staying open, staying aware, conscious and present with any sensation, any experience that comes up in response to this question. Without judgment, without analyzing, whatever appears, just let it be. Try not to change or hold on to anything, just observing it with curiosity. And just remembering there is no right or wrong answer here. Every reaction, every experience that you have in response to this question is valuable. And it's likely a message or a signal from your deeper knowledge, deeper intuition. So we're just trying to listen to your inner self, that deeper knowledge and wisdom that's within you. And just continuing for another few moments, sitting and being with this question. What am I the most grateful for in my life right now? And just remembering that whenever your mind drifts off to analyzing or finding the best or the right answer to this question, just remind yourself to shift back to observing, experiencing, and feeling, stepping away from the thinking mind. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes again and check in with yourself. How you're feeling after this meditation. How was that for you? What did you find the most interesting or surprising about this experience? What was the most difficult about this meditation? I would love to hear about your experiences, so leave me a comment down below. If you're interested in finding new ways to improve your health and well-being, you can get access to my free webinar, You Are How You Breathe, which talks everything about breathwork and breathing techniques. You can find more details down below in the description. All you need to do to get access to this webinar is go to my website, www.senseofsynergy.com, leave your email address there, and you will get an email sent with a link to the webinar. If you found this video helpful and useful, give it a thumbs up. And if you're ready to learn more about mindfulness and meditation, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.